This is the guy that just said stuff to me. We have it recorded. Your conversation with me in the locker room was recorded, just so you know.
Good, thank you.
And what's your name?
Thank you.
He came and yelled at me. Do you know what he did to me while I was in the locker room?
Thank you.
Do you know that he came and slammed the locker room doors? What's his name? You're not gonna tell me his name? So this guy isn't helpful. The other guy is rude as hell. And I pay for a membership to be here. Try to keep me here. Try to keep me here. You need corporate on you. That's what you need. I will send them this video. You think it's respectful to slam lockers on somebody to get their attention? This guy's ridiculous.
You're rude.
Ridiculous.
People are allowed to be here. People are allowed to take a shower. Okay, tell them that you won't let us shower. They're not letting us shower at a Planet Fitness. You're in the wrong, sir. You're gonna lose your fucking job. You are gonna lose your job, honey. You were yelling this loud in the locker room, talking about, how long are you gonna leave? You can't just be here for a long time. Rude as fuck. You are rude as fuck, and you're about to be jobless, honey. About to lose your minimum fucking wage job. Oh, I grabbed some free candy.
You're ridiculous.
People are allowed to shower. People are allowed to do what they want here.
So to backtrack a little bit, I had just taken a shower and then I went to the restroom and then I was just about to leave. And when I was in the restroom, I had only been in there 40 minutes, I think, at the time. And this guy came in and he was like, I had no idea it was the worker. This guy came in and he was slamming locker room doors so freaking hard. And it was the locker doors, like where you put your stuff in it. And he was like, slam, 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 slam. And it was like 10 plus times. And I became like kind of terrified. And I was like, oh my, I had a thought. I remember having the thought, like, am I about to call 911? Am I about to call Asti? I don't know what to do. Is there a homeless man in here going crazy? I was like, what is the situation outside of this stall right now? And I was so glad that I was in a locked stall. But then he like came over to me and he started like saying things. And he was like, how long are you going to be in here? And was very like aggressive and loud and said like 2 or 3 things. And then I paused and didn't say anything. Then I pulled out my phone, started recording. And then I said, what did you just say to me? And that's when this video starts off right now.
What did you say? You're bothered because I took a shower and now I have to shit?
I'm just saying you've been here over an hour, sir.
And that's allowed.
Yeah, but not hanging out in the locker room, no, that isn't.
I took a shower and now I have to shit. Is that a problem?
Okay, I'm gonna give you another half an hour. If you still in this locker room, then we'll call police on you.
I don't need another half an hour. I'm taking a shit and leaving.
Okay.
And what's your name?
Don't worry about it.
This man had me leaving so fast, I couldn't even do my hair. I look fucking wacky. Okay, so we got to my parents' house. We drove to a gated community because I didn't feel like staying on the streets and we had to leave that Planet Fitness, and I was not about to stay on the streets after he called the cops on us. And the whole county around here is like abnormal as fuck. There's been so many Facebook posts about them like hunting cars down, and I'm like, I'm not getting hunted down, so I'm sleeping outside my parents' house tonight. But oh my god. So once we got here, we've chilled out a little bit, started to think about things. We called a different Planet Fitness. They were very helpful, and we just called them to get a little info because the other one wasn't answering. As of right now, I just checked a bunch of things in my phone to try to find as many timestamps as I could for exactly what time I actually went into that Planet Fitness. So the Planet Fitness app says that I went in at 1:08 a.m., which just isn't true, because here's what happened. When I started recording on my phone in the stall when the guy was harassing me, it was 2:50 a.m. in the Planet Fitness. I still, even after I sent that text message to my friends at 2:04 saying fucked up. I was definitely still on my phone, hanging out more, and then like getting ready to go into the gym. I needed to still pack a bag. I dug around in the clothes bag for a while, got my clothes. I remember drinking a bunch of water for a minute. Then I remember also opening a new can of peanut butter and just sitting and eating peanut butter for a while because I was like really hungry and I didn't want to go into the gym and shower hungry. So I was just swigging peanut butter. So it was 2:04 a.m. Then I got ready probably sometime after that and then got into the gym, then showered, and then was being yelled at 2:50 a.m.
We checked the login history of the Planet Fitness app, and it said that you entered at 1:08.
Yeah, it says 1:08 a.m., which is just completely incorrect, and I have no idea why.
And it could be more likely be like 2:08. Maybe their system's off by an hour.
Yeah, 2:08 would be, like, still probably not accurate, because I don't think I would have gotten there 4 minutes after I sent a text message, but possibly. Even if it was, that's way closer to when I went in.
And then we called a second Planet Fitness, and they were,
Where are you at, Asti?
I'm right here. My eyes hurt. I got woken up in the middle of my sleep to go help him in this Planet Fitness.
I called Austin. I was like, I told him like a brief story. I was like, this guy just came in. He's slamming locker rooms really loud. He started yelling at me, being so rude. And I'm about to go confront him when I leave, and I'm gonna record him, and I don't know how it's gonna go. And I would like you to walk up here just in case. I was like, you can just stand outside and look at me through the window just in case something happens. I might need some help. Because I was not about to confront this guy without having Asti awake, because he was so dead asleep. And I was like, if something happens, he's gonna sleep through it. I need to wake him up.
But I went in there, I was pissed at this man, and he's saying, I don't care, you guys aren't even working out, or you didn't even work out. I'm like, people buy this membership solely for the tanning bed, solely for the massage bed. Some people only shower, some people only do arms, some people only do legs.
I was the only person in the locker room the whole time I was in there. It was chill. Like, he could have just let me shower, let me leave. I was not causing any problems.
I think both of them are about to be written up tomorrow, and maybe one of them is gonna lose their job.
I am gonna fight for that man to lose his job.
Nobody should ever be treated in such a scary way.
Yeah.
In a locker room.
In
That's
such
the most vulnerable place. People are completely naked in there.
And he literally came in, slammed lockers so hard, and I had the instinct right as that happened. I like clenched up and thought in my head, like, what's happening? I was like I had 5 different racing thoughts in 5 seconds. It was like, is there some really mad homeless guy that just came in? Is there just some like random person that's very angry? Is there like somebody that wants to fight right outside this stall that I'm in? And I'm so glad my stall door is locked. I literally contemplated calling. I remember actually thinking, am I about to dial 911 or am I about to call Asti? Like, I was scared for my life for a minute. I was like, what the hell is happening? And how do I get out of this situation? I'm an alone person in the corner of a locker room. There's nobody else around. And there's a very loud noises. I was like literally terrified.
I want them to call him into work tomorrow just to fire him in front of us.
And
that's how mad I
like,
am.
what is that guy's problem? And like, customer service, the best way this would have been handled is like to walk in and be like, be kind.
If there's a problem, then somebody can come and say, hey, are you doing okay in there? It's been a long time. Like, are you feeling okay?
That is the first approach you take.
Like, if you think I'm some fucking tweaker or something, then at least be like offering some kind of help and be compassionate. Don't make me fucking scared in a locker room where I don't have the things on me that normally protect me. I don't have but my naked wet ass body. So don't fucking ever come into a locker room being aggressive or anything, or I'm about to fucking fight you naked.
I don't know how loud this video can get, and I don't know what I can do as just a small person on social media, but I feel like this Planet Fitness story is literally insane, and I want Planet Fitness to have so many repercussions from it. Like, this is some batshit crazy shit. And
And-
this needs fucking fixed. And this needs to be loud because this man is fucking insane. And he won't tell us his name. He won't. I think I've asked 3 different times or more what the fucking his name is.
And we asked the other employee there, like, hey, what's that guy's name? And he's like, and it didn't answer. And then we called and said, like, and what's that other guy's name? And he's like, I don't know.
No, he literally hung up on us when I was asking that guy's name.
And then
That doesn't tell you they're scared or that they don't. Like, that's not a good look.
We called a different Planet Fitness, and she was like, oh yeah, no, like we would never have a problem with anybody showering too long unless there was a line out the showers. And if there was ever an issue, we would say, hey, is everything okay? It would never be aggressive. She was so kind, and she was understanding to the fact that some people have a membership just for the shower. Some people have it just for the tanning bed, and we talked about that.
I don't know if it's the people of Florida or what, because fucking we were at Walmart earlier, and I fucking was looking at phone cases in this little phone booth with Asti, and he like asked the guy, he was like, how much are these phone cases? And the guy was like, that one's 20. And then I was like, and for these ones over here for the iPhone 14 Pro Max, do you know how much these are? And he was like, that one right there is 25. And then we just kind of looked for a minute, and then Austin and I were like ready to go. And so I like walked out, and there was this guy with like a cart next to me, and literally like a 4-foot gap or something, and then like a fucking baby in his cart. And he kind of looked like he was like a little strung out, or like kind of like an alcoholic, would you say?
He looked like a 5'2" man with an anger problem.
He looked like he just had an anger problem and was like, he just had fucking issues or something. I like walked next to him. I like walked in between his cart and the phone cases, which was like a normal pathway. It was a wide open pathway. And I swear he wasn't looking at the phone cases when I was walking by. And I walked by, and he thought I like cut in front of him while he was looking at stuff or something. I don't know. And then he was like, excuse you. And then I turned around and was like, are you talking to me? And then he was like, excuse you. And then I was like, what did I say?
You were like, you're problematic as fuck.
Yeah, I said, you're problematic as fuck. And then he said, he was like, what did you just say or something? He was like, what? And then I said, you're problematic as fuck.
And then I decide to walk through that 4-foot gap between him and the phone cases too. And I turned around, and he was too stunned to speak after you said that he's problematic as fuck for the second time. They both were just like slack-jawed, flies flying in it.
His girlfriend.
And I then decided to like look at them and just wave goodbye to them.
So I feel like we've been having experiences, and we've been like saying them on this camera a lot to these videos, and it's just like, is it Florida? Is it, I don't know what it is.
Is it just the west side of Florida? Is everybody over here a fucking bitch or what? Because do I need to go to a different part or just get out of this state entirely? Because what the fuck?
I'm so not done investigating this fucking timestamp with Planet Fitness. Like, we're about to go in there later and scan my fucking phone and see what time it scans me in and see if it's accurate. I don't even know if it's accurate, I'm gonna feel something. If it's not accurate, I'm gonna feel something.
If it's accurate, then we're gonna ask the manager tomorrow if it's possible for them to change your timestamp. And I think they can. I've looked it up twice, and it says that Planet Fitness has the ability to change your time of entrance if you, like, for many reasons they can just do that, and members can't do it on their own. And so we're gonna go in tomorrow, first thing, before we even talk to a manager, scan the app, check the app, what time did we check in? If it's an hour off, we know why that guy thought you were in there for so long. If it's not an hour off, and even if, I don't know, I just can't. I could take a fucking 5-hour long shower. If nobody else is waiting for a shower, I don't care.
And there was no issue with me there shouldn't have been any issue with me doing that. There was nobody there doing anything. And I don't know. We're gonna have problems no matter what we go do later. I hope this manager's nice. I hope somebody doesn't try to butter up this manager and he's rude as fuck or something. Because we called this girl earlier and she was like, we don't have corporate's number. I don't know why, but we don't have it. Like, okay, you need to fucking delete your whole store then. Because how are you running without corporate in touch?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I was woken up out of my sleep. Now I have a fucking headache. That's why I can't even look towards the LED lights right now, because it's just hurting my fucking head.
And it's like, all for what? I was in there, to be honest, like 45 minutes or less probably. It could have been less than 30 minutes. Who knows? It was not an hour. We know that. And then it's like, this all happened for what? Like, this is stupid as fuck. Ruin my night. Make me tired. Like, dumb as shit. Make a good vlog, I guess. Make me have to deal with this shit in person, and you guys just get to watch and enjoy it.
And you guys got to see me absolutely fucking crash out at somebody and take a bunch of Tootsie Rolls. And he was on the phone with the cops saying, oh, and he just took Tootsie Rolls. And I turned around and said, and I just took free candy.
And I have a video of that. This shit's just iconic at this point.
I don't know. It's like, these fucking feds are testing me. I feel like everybody's a federal operative. I feel like everybody's just trying to make me fucking crash out in this lame ass state.
And the way he was coming out to the parking lot trying to get our license plate, and I was trying to get Asti to leave, and like Asti was still trying to like go off on him for so long, and then he started coming. I don't think he was gonna come out to the parking lot. I don't think he was gonna come out to the parking lot, but like Asti kept going at him, and then he did come out to the parking lot, and then he was trying to get our license plate. So then I didn't want him to come out in the first place. So then I was trying to go way fast because I don't want him to have our license plate. I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm in the wrong. I feel like I can fight this very easily, but I just don't want to get involved with the cops until I feel like I want to or something. But I don't know. It was just funny because like we could have driven away slow or fast, and we just chose to like. I kind of drove away fast, so it was just like silly.
We got the fuck out of there because there should be no reason that this man has my license plate. But also anybody who ever is like, sir, I don't want to be filmed. It's because you're a fucking Karen and you just did something wrong.
No, yeah.
Like. Anyone else, if I have my Meta glasses on, if I have my phone up, it's like, sure, that's a little bit weird, and maybe, like, but nobody says anything, and you only would say, I don't want to be filmed if you know you're gonna get in fucking trouble, and I will show the footage of everything tomorrow, and I will show them, yes, I took handfuls of candy, that's because I was fucking angry, and I own this place, I buy this place.
And how is he gonna come in the locker room, slam these locker room doors, yell at me, be so rude, and then me go out and film him and then him have a problem with it?
And him not ever tell you his name on video, and you asked his name to him 3 different times at least, and each time he's like, the first time he said, you don't need to worry about that, or
yeah,
you don't even like something like that.
He said just that, I think.
You don't need to worry about that, and walked away. And him giving
you don't need to worry about me.
Him giving you a specific time to get out of there, or he's gonna call the cops. What the fuck is up with
literally
that? Like, absolutely not. But yeah, stay tuned, because we're going in there in less than 4 hours. It's literally, the time right now is 5:55 a.m.
And you said you live in Missouri, but you've been visiting since December?
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. And how long are you planning on being here for?
Probably until it's like warmer in Missouri, maybe end of March.
End of March, okay, cool. And you're here with your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about how you are all right now. You might be a little bit more accustomed to this, but your family, on the other hand, might not be as accustomed to the cold weather. How are you guys all coping right now?
Well, we know it's going to be very cold. We're taking in all the plants and everything, and going to put them in the garage for a while. And not too much preparation. I don't think anybody's like buying up the stores or anything, which is good. Leave some bread on the shelves for other people, but I'm not sure. How would you say, Joel?
One thing that surprised me is that my dad is a home builder, and he told me that the houses down here aren't like as insulated as in Missouri. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple other people about the same thing. Their homes aren't really built for the cold necessarily.
Right.
Would you say that your home, the home that you're staying at, is?
It's concrete, so I'd say it's pretty insulated. But
Are you already turning on the heat at your home?
yeah, actually, there was a few days last week where we would turn it on. I think they were turning it on when it was like in the 50s, which was kind of like not what we would do in Missouri, but you know.
It's a bit more. That's a bit of a real Florida touch. I would
Yeah.
say. Are you noticing, or is your family rather noticing a difference in the like their FPL bill, their energy bill, anything like that, because they're using a bit more heat first of all, but then they're also using just maybe more appliances and everything like that?
Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. I'd imagine going from heating to cooling would kind of make the bill a little higher.
Are you worried about anything that has to do with utilities or electricity while we're going through? Because it's going to get below the 30s. Which is wild.
Yeah.
Most people don't have stuff to keep them
Yeah.
warm like that.
Nobody here has space heaters or anything like that. No electric blankets or anything like that. So I fear that a lot of people aren't prepared. I smell some wood burning stoves here and there whenever it was like in the 40s and 50s last week or so. But
as somebody who might have a bit more experience with the cold weather, what are some things that you would do to save money that like might not use electricity, might not use your utilities, but you're still gonna stay warm?
I always just bundle up, wear multiple layers, some wool socks, you know, wear a couple layers of socks, put as much clothing on as you can, especially if the power grid is going to be like compromised or overworked because everybody's now turning on their heat and stuff. So I'd say don't rely too much on making it warm in your home. Make it warm on your person. Keep your animals warm and all that.
I was gonna say, that was gonna be my last question. You have an Australian Shepherd, obviously very, very thick fur and everything like that. He's a little bit more bundled just on a regular day than maybe you might be. Anything, any advice you would have to keep your pets warm or anything like that?
We have our dog and a cat as well, and we have a little electric heating pad with like a battery that sometimes in the winter the cat will lay on. But as far as him, he stays pretty warm because of his undercoat and all that. But just have lots of blankets and snuggle with the animals, you know.
It never hurts also to have your dog on your socks too, guys. It's always going to keep you very, very warm. See, I'm a man of my word, absolutely. Anything else you want to add?
I do want to.
Yeah, please.
Do you like clip it and then you can pick things from it? Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it would be
dude,
cool.
This isn't live.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
If you want to take
I
something
thought
over
you were.
again, go for it.
So I thought you maybe should say like, yeah, coming from Missouri down here, I was not expecting this, and I didn't want this to happen, or something like that.
That's a great soundbite. Yes, yes. But coming from Missouri, what did you anticipate when you were going to be here in Florida? You were leaving the cold.
Yeah, we left the cold on Christmas Eve to come down here to avoid all the cold, kind of snowbird it down here. So, but what else? Yeah. Not at all what I anticipated down here. I thought it was just going to be 70s the whole time. Kind of crazy that it's dipping down into 30s. That's like almost unheard of, especially for this area. So,
anything else? I think we're good.
You're good.
Yeah, I think we are too. My man, dude.
Yeah.
Look at the look at this man clutch.
I'm editing all day long, so I knew what good was.
I'm gonna grab this off you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I am just gonna get a couple shots of the dog. I'll get a couple B-roll shots of you guys, and all will be good. If you don't want, both of them, you are all good. I'll have that one on, like when we super heat. I'll have that one on. Just basically act like I'm not even here. Play with your dog. Don't play with your dog. It's just gonna be standard B-roll shots.
Okay.
guys, this will be on TV at 4 and I think 4, 6, and I think 7, and then like at night also.
That's really quick.
Dude, you have no idea the stress I live in.
Do you edit it yourself too?
Edit, track,
Damn.
I do everything.
Wow.
Everything.
And what, do you know a number channel?
I don't.
Is it online at Wink?
It will be winknews.com. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, guys.
Have a good one.
You too.
Well, that was really cool. Just met somebody from Wink News, so keep your eye out for it.
A couple weeks ago, I saw somebody on the street from Wink News too.
Yeah.
But that was interesting. Hi. We'll say what?
What?
Purse?
Purse? Not that I've seen. I haven't seen one, but I can. If I find it, I'll hang it up on a post.
Hi there, killer. A woman came up and asked me. She said she didn't really stay here, so it probably fell out. I'm just wondering if anyone moved it somewhere.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Yeah.
No problem.
That was fun. He loved when I told you to say that. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he like fist bumped him.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys could see, but he was like fist bumping me.
Yeah, you came up with a good talking point, so that was fun. Rosie, you're a movie star! Rosie's first TV appearance.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute, Rosie.
And not mine. Oh, you know what I wish I would have said?
What?
Our coldest day of 2025 in Missouri was -15. That's kind of like, so everybody just calm down.
Yeah, that's good.
So as y'all saw, I grabbed a bunch of Tootsie Rolls and I just wanted to show you just how many. I mean, that's what anger will get you, honey.
And there's still a few more over there too.
Yeah, there's some over here just for out and about. This one is grape flavored.
By the way, you guys, I slept literally like 30 minutes or more in the van last night in like an upright position. I was trying to work on our YouTube monetization because it kept fucking up and I was trying to figure it out. And I fell asleep trying to fix it, and then like I woke up to like some other random shit and like stayed awake. And I don't know, weird that in yesterday's video we had like an incident at Planet Fitness and that was crazy, and today we're on the news. Like these vlogs are everywhere. We just made some spaghetti and we've just been kind of updating our live right now with all the crazy shit that's been happening to us.
Yeah, we haven't been live in a couple days, so catching everybody up to speed on all the crazy Floridian drama. Honey on our pasta. Xavier, thank you for the other sorry, I can't talk. Thank you for the dragon crown, Xavier.
Thank you, Xavier.
My favorite thing is to make y'all watch y'all make food. Put sugar in my
Ooh, we have
spaghetti.
Italian seasoning
Ooh,
today.
I love that.
We got this Italian seasoning for when we make pasta
yeah.
next, but we haven't used it yet.
That's exciting.
You know who told us to get this? I think it was Daisy's son, was it?
Yeah, Daisy was wanting us to get some Italian. And we got it while it was still on sale. And then the next day we went back and it was no longer on sale. I'm about to be on the news in 15 minutes on Wink News. Wink News, Southwest Florida, you guys. I'm gonna be on the news. And Roosevelt and Joel. We were at the dog park and this guy came up to us and he's like, I'm with Wink News. Would you like to be on the interview? I'm like, sure. I'm like, why not? So I hope I don't look like a fool on the news. I was talking about, I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that, you know. Oh my god. I wish I had like acted a little more silly. I was very serious. I don't know why. I'm not a serious person. I feel like when a news camera's on me, I'm like, oh my god, thousands of people might watch this. But I should have been like, he's like, what are your suggestions for the people that are gonna be in the 30-degree weather here in Fort Myers on Sunday?
And I was like, bundle up, you know, wear multiple pairs of socks, all that stuff. But I should have been like, don't go turning up your thermostat if you're wearing a tank top and shorts.
The last dark spice was chipotle powder.
So that's gonna be yummy.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
That's what good sounds like. Sorry.
That's bussin'.
Now, as colder temperatures prepare to rush into Southwest Florida this weekend. That's why FPL says they're preparing for higher demand. Whoa. It's frisbees and t-shirts at Buckingham Dog Park, but not for long.
The cold is coming.
I fear that a lot of people aren't prepared.
Asti Slinkard came to Florida from Missouri on Christmas Eve, expecting to escape the cold.
I thought it was just gonna be 70s the whole time. Kind of crazy that it's dipping down into 30s. That's like almost unheard of, especially for this area.
And with more people expected to turn on the heat, Florida Power and Light says it's preparing. FPL says if demand spikes, it could temporarily power down enrolled pool pumps and water heaters Monday morning to reduce strain on the system. That's called the Residential On-Call Program, and it's intended to keep the electricity on so people stay warm.
Put as much clothing on as you can, especially if the power grid is going to be like compromised or overworked because everybody's now turning on their heat and stuff.
Right now, FPL tells me they don't have any plans to activate residential load control. Elijah Chambers says he's gonna keep it simple.
We kind of keep the house at a regular basis, so I don't think it's been too much of a change for us.
Now, FPL says a few ways to stay warm that won't impact your bill much are using heating blankets and also sealing your home to keep the cold air out. Reporting in Buckingham, Paul Dolan, Wink News.
All right, thank you, Paul.
This guy just saw me walking Roosevelt outside the van and taking him potty, and he came up to me and he's in the car behind us and he was like, could you jump my car? And I let him borrow our portable power bank jump starter little thing, and he used it for like 5 minutes or so and it worked for him. So we just saved someone's day. Grabbing our 7th jar of pickles. You know. Good to go. These ones are small.
Ooh, I like when they're small sometimes.
Yeah, it makes us make them last longer because we don't eat them all.
Yeah. Also, this is our 7th jar.
Yep, that's what I said.
7th jar.
Asti's doing all of his samples today. You guys, I ordered a new phone and it's coming February 5th. Can't even wait till we get back to the car. Need a pickle. Oh.
I can just taste it already. The smaller they are, the better. I love them. Not only applies.
Is this a good vlog, you guys?
Is this a good vlog, y'all?
Here.
The smaller these pickles are, the better. And that only applies to dill pickles. Yummy. There were birds. Sun on my forehead, sun on my 5 heads, sun on my 6 head today. Sun on my forehead, sun on my 5 heads, sun on my 6 head today.
I think I'm a little bit sick right now, but we just got out of the meeting we had with the Planet Fitness manager, and it all went really well. He was really nice and helpful, and it was funny because when we were showing him the videos on my phone, the part where Asti was like slamming the chair down, he like held back a laugh, but kind of was laughing at that. And then later on, when Asti took all the Tootsie Rolls, he started laughing out loud, and I thought that was so funny. And he told us to. He was like, "Yeah, when I was watching back the footage, that part made me laugh," or something. Like when he was reviewing his own footage, you know. But resolution, Asti?
Resolution, that man's getting fired. The coworker with him is getting possibly fired.
Pretty sure he's getting fired too. And I wouldn't have fired the other guy, but I mean, I guess maybe.
I would have written him up for sure.
Yeah, but also the other guy like hung up on us on the phone and wasn't helpful, and we have an audio clip for that we showed the manager, and so he's probably terminating him because of that too. But
And
I don't know. Resolution, 2 people are getting fired, and we might be getting definitely 3 months of free membership, up to 9 months potentially.
And also, neither of them were wearing name tags, and both of them were in plain clothes. Neither of them were wearing a purple shirt. They were just in whatever they wanted to wear.
Yeah, said he was like upset by that, the manager was.
Yeah, they should have been wearing their purple uniforms. One guy was in like a Chiefs jersey. I don't know if it was really the Chiefs, but it was a red jersey, like a red hoodie. And the other guy was in his Roid Rage fucking pantsuit.
That makes sense too why we called the other Planet Fitness, and I was like, he was wearing a white t-shirt, and she was like, he shouldn't have been wearing a white t-shirt, we only have like purple or something.
Yeah, and anywho, that went really well though. I was kind of nervous about the meeting, but he said that he's completely on our side. Everything we did, everything we said, every part of how we acted, he was on our side about it, and he said that he would have been the same way.
They've had problems with that guy in the past where he like blocks off the whole locker room to clean it, which is like not what the manager does. He's like, I would never do that, but he's done that before, and it's just not the right thing to do.
The manager said that when he cleans the locker room, he doesn't like block the whole thing off so that people can't use it. But that's what that one guy was trying to do, is get Joel out of the locker room so that he can clean the whole thing without anybody in there.
Possibly that might have been what he was doing.
Yeah, possibly. Also, we figured out that the second we scanned in at like 1:20, or it was like,
yeah, it was 1:20.
Yeah, we scanned in right at 1:20 p.m. today as like our little test run thing, and then we checked the app to see what time it had said we scanned in, and it said we scanned in at 12:20. So their little system is off by an hour.
And then the manager thinks, and I think so too, that the guy that was angry at me didn't even check what time I scanned in and just had made up in his head that I've been in there over an hour. But by the time I scanned in and he came to tell me stuff, it had been 42 minutes. And that was like when I was literally like about to walk out the door. I had just showered and taken a shit, and then I was leaving.
And he didn't even do his everything shower. You know, he didn't even wash his hair. He didn't even like do his face brush, massage gun. Like, he didn't do like the whole 9 yards of what the shower could have been. And then this manager was like, I don't care how long you're doing the shower. I don't care how long.
Yeah, he was
you're
like,
doing
you could have been in there
arm
4
curls."
hours and we wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
But also, I asked the manager too, and he said that the cops did show up that night. He has it on footage too. So the cops did show up, and he wasn't ever told about it until I called the manager the next day.
That's something you might want to tell your manager. But yeah, he is really disappointed in how that employee was treating us and doesn't want it ever to happen again. And while HR is investigating, he's still clocking in to his shifts. But pretty soon, they're going to have a verdict, and they're going to decide to let him go and let that other night shift guy go, which he could have been like, oh, his name's Jeffrey. But instead, he chose to be complicit. And complicity is just as much as being guilty. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted if we think anything more about it.
Can you believe that happened to us?
I wrote a two-page witness statement, basically, and I took pictures of it. But I wrote down his roid rage. I said something about roid rage Jeffrey.
And that was his name. I wrote in there that we were asking what his name was, and he said, "Don't worry about it," and "Thank you." Those were his responses. But yeah. Very, I don't know. I don't just be yelling to random people that they're gonna lose their job unless I know they're gonna lose their job.
I just figured out that we made it through the harsh cold that was coming through to Florida. And we're back to 45 degrees at night, going up to like 50 in like a week. So
yeah, the low will be 50. So that'll be nice. We're getting 70s now during the day. It's perfect, lovely.
67 right now.
It's so nice. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to our story about this crazy freaking roid rage Roblox looking ass. Oh, and I actually wrote that. I said, road rage Roblox looking man.
Really?
Yeah. And they'll be like, what's Roblox? Thank you guys for being here with us. You guys are on our side, and we carry you with us. Okay, the strength of all of us together. I always have you guys in my heart, okay? And whenever I'm standing up for his right to take a shower for however long he pleases, I'm standing up for everyone like us that wants to shower.
I found this organic ice cream and it was damaged, but it was the last one. And it's like sweetened with like, what is it sweetened with? Coconut syrup? And I asked the cashier, I was like, this was damaged and it looks kind of open. Do you know if you could discount it at all? And he took half of it off and it was already on sale. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. I haven't had anything like this in so long. Oh my god. Asti's hanging out with this guy over here trying to like look at like the tea or something. The coffee. This probably isn't the best thing to have when I'm sick, but shoot is good. I'm gonna go live on TikTok now and tell everybody what happened at the Planet Fitness because it was crazy and I can't believe the resolution like that came already.
That's a big bag of air plants right there, so don't mind it. We're out here boiling some noodles, some fusilli. We put like half chicken broth, half water. Filtered water, of course. Ain't no tap around here. But
I am so sick and I have a fever of like 100.7, but I just tried one of these noodles when I wasn't done yet, and it's like sourdough, and it was really kind of sour, and it was really yummy. We're making this soup because I'm sick.
I need to start shipping these to people, but everywhere is frozen right now, so I can't like ship them out until people have like a normal nice temperature. Added some kale, probably gonna add some more chicken broth.
Gonna add this soon, letting the kale kind of wilt a little more.
Mmm. Those noodles are actually so good.
Yeah, the sourdough noodles are so good. This is the final product. I pray that it heals me.
Gonna add some. Do you wanna add any garlic and stuff?
Yeah, some garlic in there.
Yummy. Just accept God and stop this behavior and you will be okay. There's no hate like Christian love, you know? You need to change this behavior. You need to change that behavior, sweetie. That's why I'm here to tell you. I think God put you in my life for me to tell you that you need to change your behavior.
I just heard him tell me that too. He's right.
Yeah. He's writing through me right now. I'm writing a book of the Bible. It's called Asti, and I'm writing it down.
Chicken broth.
Oh my gosh, Lonnie, thank you for the hat and mustache.
Thank you. My hair looks crazy.
Bye, Fair Playa. Have a good day. Come back to see all of what God has provided for us someday. Are you Lucifer worshipers? No, Jenny B. Are you? Yeah, being a hall monitor ain't gonna get you in heaven. What stove are y'all using to cook? We use this. It's a propane stove. Okay.
Got Walmart.
Walmart. I think it was like 30 something.
There is a reason Jewish penicillin has been a go-to remedy for centuries. When you're under the weather, chicken bone broth acts as a triple threat. It hydrates, nourishes, and provides physical comfort. Here's why it's actually effective from a biological standpoint. 1. Anti-inflammatory properties. Chicken broth contains an amino acid called glycine. When you're sick, your body is dealing with systemic inflammation. Glycine has been shown to help dampen that inflammatory response, which can take some of the edge off those hit by a bus body aches. 2. Respiratory relief. A famous study published in Chest suggested that chicken soup may inhibit the movement of neutrophils, white blood cells that trigger inflammation. By slowing these cells down, the broth may reduce the amount of mucus produced in your upper respiratory tract, helping you breathe a little easier. 3. Easy to digest nutrition. When your energy is being diverted to your immune system,
They're like slightly sour because they're sourdough.
Which is why heavy meals feel unappealing. Bone broth provides electrolytes, sodium and potassium to keep you hydrated. Amino acids, proline and
thank you, Warrior.
repair the lining of the gut and support immune function.
That's so kind.
Gelatin, collagen,
Thank you for watching the
soothes a sore
YouTubes,
throat and is
Warrior.
incredibly gentle.